live, we'd love to hear about it on the Landward Facebook page. Earlier this year, Gary McLean joined the Landward team to show us what he could do with some of his favourite ingredients. Last year's MasterChef to Professionals champion is back now, and he's taking the road to the Isles to see what Mull has to offer.
As a chef, ingredients mean everything to me, and there's nothing more exciting than tracking down the very best flavours from their source. And that's why I've come to Mull, which is gaining a reputation for its food and drink. Wow. Over the next 3 weeks, I'll be hunting down the best the island can produce. This week, literally. Wow. Incredible. I'm heading to the Rossall estate to track down one of my favourite flavours, venison. And it was a venison dish that won me last year's MasterChef the Professionals title.
Wow, does that work?
Today, I'm joining landowner Timothy Lang, who I hope is going to track down some deer. Hi, how you doing?
Gary, good morning.
Hi, nice to see you.
Welcome to Rossall.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
You've brought the sun.
Then, I'll take the meat back to the kitchen and turn it into something special. Is it a good day for stalking?
It's better than it has been. Waterproofs?
Yep.
Warm hat?
Yep.
Sense of humour?
You need that, yeah.
Right, let's go.
How much of this is luck and how much is skill?
I know roughly where they're going to be, but of course they'll move with the wind, so there's a bit of knowledge and there's a bit of luck too. In my case, probably more luck than knowledge.
I've never been a hunter, but I do want to know where my food comes from. So what are we exactly looking for?
We're looking for a group of hinds, and you quite often see the stag first because they've covered themselves in peat to make themselves look bigger and more manly. I don't know why you don't all do that, but and if you see a stag moving, probably at this time of year there'll be hinds with it.
With no natural predators, the estate can't sustain 200 hinds. So to ensure the survival of the rest of the herd, 20 of them will be killed this year. So am I right in saying the stag season's just finished?
Stag season has just finished, and the hinds start straight away the next day.
And does everything that gets shot end up in the food chain?
Most of the deer that get shot end up in the food chain because most of the deer that we shoot are incredibly healthy.
Yeah. Stag. Stag. That's incredible.
Nice big old stag.
Absolutely stunning. And just as predicted, where there is a stag, there are hinds.
Well, you were asking earlier about luck and knowledge. That was luck.
But they know we're here, and they continue to move.
If they settle down, we go. We're just going to look over this hill here. We'll look over here and we'll see if they're there.
Do you think they've been in the trees? Looks like we've missed the herd of females. We thought they might have settled in this area, but they've scooted off into the tree line. But I don't think people realise how tough it is. As you can see, oh, falling down a hole. Or maybe I've scared them off with all my noise. We plough on and Timothy spots the stag again. And then, after more than 3 hours on the hill, Timothy signals me to get down. I've just seen a female deer and I've hit the ground. I actually don't want to lift my head up in case I scare it away.
it's still there. We've got it.
Yeah, we did well.
So it's such a beautiful animal. Is there any hesitation just before pulling the trigger?
Part of the process is to do this cleanly, clinically. We have the utmost respect for these animals, but we have to control our numbers.
Yep.
And this is an
And
example.
that's
of
exactly
how
what
you do it.
you've
Clean
done
kill,
today.
job done.
Today has been a real eye-opener for me, and it makes me appreciate venison all the more. I'm taking some of it back to my day job, teaching at the City of Glasgow College,
Morning, guys. How are we?
Morning, Chef. Morning, Chef.
where I'm hoping my students will become champions of this king of wild meats.
This is a saddle of red deer, and it's straight off the Isle of Mull. It's one of my absolute favourite ingredients. It really is.
Today I'm going to pan-fry some of the loin and serve it with a cauliflower puree, brambles, a barley and root vegetable sauce and scurly.
And the meat itself, because it is so rich, you actually don't need that much on the plate. It's well set for the next stage.
Yep.
So the first thing we want to do is to get on some cauliflower puree. Pop in just a little bit of butter, and we'll just get that up to the boil. That'll take care of itself. Has anybody had scurly before? So some finely chopped shallots. To that we're just going to add our oatmeal, a little bit of butter. And we're just going to let that cook down.
I'm also making a barley broth from carrots, barley, a little honey and some venison stock. But the real focus of this dish is the loin.
And this is where you need a little bit of restraint, all right? No sugar in the pan, so you can hear that noise, all right? You know it's working. And if it gets too noisy, it's too hot, so turn it down. So use your ears. And with just patience, just let it do its thing. Little turn. And you can see the colour we've achieved there.
I'm adding some rosemary and thyme and butter. And with some cauliflower puree and scurly as a base, it's time to plate up the loin.
Put that on. And for me, that is just a plate of Scotland, really, isn't it?
Beautiful.
So great for this time of year, you know, fresh, bright. Guys, get tuck in.
Yeah.
And just see what the cauliflower does with it. What do you think?
That's how it's going, Chef. Anybody having that last bit? No.
Tuck in.
I got dibs.
Great, guys.
And Gary will be enjoying another taste of Mull next time on Landward. And here's what else you can look forward to on that programme.